Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on Hbar. So I hope you're all having a happy Friday the 13th. We are going to talk about Hbar. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're still sitting here under 5 cents. Believe it or not, right now the price of Hbar and the price of XDC are almost exactly the same. I stopped buying XRP a while back because I got happy with the bag I have and I wanted to diversify even more. So I started buying Hbar, XDC, XLM, Nexera, because I think we're going to have a lot of different options in the future around passive income, borrowing and lending against your crypto as well. But in recent videos, I keep seeing in the comment section, bro, every time you do these videos, you're trying to pump your own bags. Let me tell you something. If I could pump the price of Hbar right now, we would all be sitting on an island somewhere, sipping drinks and enjoying life. Instead, we're still sitting here under 5 cents. And there it is, at 1,910 transactions per second, the Hedera network hit the winning number 23 billion. I remember just a few short months ago, people were saying there's no way we're going to hit 25 billion by the end of the year. I think it's going to happen the first week of November. That's how fast this is growing. In just 2 months, members of the Hedera Governing Council will be approaching their council renewal period. Most likely as we get closer to that date, we're going to see FUD around this. But you know these council members are going to renew once again with Hedera. They're growing out as well, utilizing this network at the same time. The best network to do this on is actually Hedera. In fact, Bitcoin could use HCS for its consensus at a tiny fraction of the energy usage. Plus, with fair ordering, true finality, ABFT security at speed and scale. New Bitcoin white paper enables all altcoin utilities on Bitcoin. No soft fork required. Officially, as of today, altcoins are 100% unnecessary. Congrats to everyone holding the correct coin, Bitcoin. Are you kidding me? You know, here's the thing. Bitcoin maxis love to talk about the altcoins because they fear these cryptocurrencies. They know the utility behind something like Hbar and XRP and XDC. I'm not going to jump ship and move over to Bitcoin anytime soon. I'm happy where I am. I'm a utility maxi. Everything of value in the world is going to end up being tokenized. I'm not just going to play a short segment of this. Take a listen to what Lehman has to say.
Like overarching themes for what you've seen across the crypto ecosystems, let's say over the past year or two. What are some of the overarching kind of aspects that you've really seen starting to take shape?
We're seeing the real world use ledgers. This is so exciting. This is what we've been saying for years that this would happen, and now we're seeing it. So you said Flutterwave. So we have real people's lives in Africa are going to be changed by using Hedera to actually do something. Cross-border remittances, which is a horribly hard problem, and they're solving it. That is exciting. You have people that are doing tracking things like the Atma project, which is giving us 1,000 TPS every second, doing 1,000 transactions. But what it does is it lets you track objects, and then you can do things like watch them go through the supply chain. You can track their provenance. You can even eventually tokenize them and borrow against them, use them as collateral. All sorts of things become possible that wouldn't be possible now. Yeah. I talked to a lady who tokenized her house and has a whole new business model where you don't have to get a mortgage, nor do you have to buy the house. Instead, you sell the tokens and then you pay rent and it splits up automatically to the people holding the tokens.
Wow.
Oh, it's just crazy. What we are seeing is real world adoption now in ways that make possible things that weren't possible before.
And that's why tokenization is going to be so massive in the future. And Hedera is going to capture a really big percentage of that. And the price of Hbar by then, we will be priced out as retail investors. But we will also be happy that we invested in Hbar early on. I just watched a movie the other day. It's called Totally Killer, and there's a narration scene in the beginning, and the guy who narrates actually sounds like Lehman. Check it out. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what it sounded like to me. So it was great supporting the Learn and Earn initiatives with StackUp HQ and Swirlds Labs. We saw 6,000 plus developers participate, and we're proud to have provided them with a smooth experience when building on Hedera. Increased education equals increased adoption. But it goes beyond that. A Harvard Business School business case was written about MTech and was taught at Columbia University. I attended the course virtually from Lagos for 2 hours, and I almost cried. They debated the tough challenges ahead, the massive opportunity, the significance of our role. When they're teaching this in college, in Harvard, you know this is the future. And it's because a Harvard education is very expensive. They're not going to teach something that people can't use in the real world at some point in the future, because they're preparing their students for the future. That's why I always said, when you start seeing Harvard and other colleges getting involved around blockchain and certain cryptocurrencies and certain networks, you need to pay attention. eNera, MTech Inc., eCD, MTech Inc., Bahamian, Sand Dollar, MTech Inc., USDC on Flutterwave. Notice the trend? Hedera Hbar. And people still are fudding around Hbar not being ISO compliant. It absolutely is. It's going to be tied to CBDCs. It's going to be utilized inside the new financial system. Omniswap. Gas fees on Hedera. Yeah, I guess you can call them fees. Almost non-existent. Building on Hedera seems like a no-brainer. And that's why we're going to continue to see projects jump off of Ethereum and come over to Hedera in the future. The same thing's happening around other networks. There's projects jumping from Ethereum over to XDC, XRP Ledger. Ethereum is going to become something of the past. Breaking, Africa's largest startup and $3 billion valued payments giant, the Flutterwave, announced the launch of USDC merchant settlement solution on Hedera. With recent stablecoin adoption on Hedera, USDC liquidity is about to skyrocket. And it's these announcements that come every single day around Hedera. That shows you that you're invested in the right cryptocurrency. You are holding tomorrow's currencies today. That's the way I look at it. We are delighted to announce that we have joined the Cancer Plot as a founding partner. Cancer Platform aims to provide accessible and trustworthy information to help support cancer patients. You can learn what we think this work is so important below, why we think this work is so important. This comes from a core. And you see how all these projects around Hedera are making an impact in the real world at the same time. They're helping actual people in the real world. And that's why I always said, everybody talks about the fourth industrial revolution, the digital age, but it goes beyond that. It's improving people's lives along the way as well. And that's going to continue to happen as time goes on. Together with Alcott Group, Carbon Growth Partners, and Sonaged, we are launching a waste recovery center in Tauba as we build upon our ReFi commitments made at COP27. This will help Senegal move towards achieving its climate goals via the Hedera Guardian in accordance with Article 6 of the Paris Agreement. In addition, 15% of revenues from this project will be reinvested in communities surrounding the center. And Hedera is going very big around carbon credits. Same thing's happening though with Ripple. Same thing's happening around Stellar. Because that is where the money is. If you look at the direction Hedera's taking all the time, it's tied to a lot of money. Meaning that at some point in the future, me and you are going to get rich by investing in this cryptocurrency. But I keep seeing all around X now, people saying, I think I'm going to sell off my ISO coins. I'm going to go into this cryptocurrency or that cryptocurrency. I think they're going to be the first ones to run up. But nobody can call this market. I always look at it like this. You invest in something you believe in. Know what you hold. Look at the announcements around that cryptocurrency. Look at the direction that they're going in. This way, it makes it easier to sit there and just do nothing. You know, stay patient, stay positive, watch your investment grow over time. You know, if you sell your HBAR and jump into something else, who knows what's going to happen there? You know, there's a lot of cryptocurrencies out there that are promising 100x in the short term. But what happens if you invest in it and then nothing happens? Now your investment's tied up and then HBAR starts to skyrocket. You will be losing money by jumping back in. Just stay patient and stay positive. Let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.